Hello, my name is Jackie Duncan. I'm a physiotherapist here at the OSNS Child Development Centre, and I'm with my friend Otis today. And we're going to talk a little bit about crawling and its importance in development. We get a lot of families that come to the centre and they're wondering if it's okay for their baby to miss or skip the stage of crawling. And their baby might be more interested in scooting on their bottoms or in just getting straight up and walking. So research shows that crawling actually provides some really important developmental boosts. It's important for building eye-hand coordination for activities such as self-feeding or beading, writing and drawing. It boosts other fine and gross motor developmental skills. It helps with balance, and it also increases overall muscle strength. And babies typically learn to crawl from about 6 months to about 9 or 10 months. When babies first learn to crawl, they're usually on their tummies and they move the arm and leg on the same side forwards at the same time. So this is belly crawling or army crawling. And then they might learn to move the opposite arm and opposite leg forwards at the same time. And then they're actually going to get up into a crawling position and move the opposite arm and leg forwards at the same time. And this opposite movement of the arm and leg is a crisscrossing movement. And it's very important for the crisscrossing of messages from one side of the brain to the other. So it helps each side of the brain to communicate with each other. So not only does crawling help with sending messages from one side of the brain to the other and helping with coordination of one side of the body with the other, it's also important for developing core strength and core stability, as well as coordination of both ears together and the eyes together. So what are some things you can do to help your baby crawl? The first thing that you can start doing from when your baby is very young is increasing the amount of tummy time that they have for play during the day. So when you put your baby down to play, put your baby on their tummy so they get a couple of extra minutes of tummy time. You can put toys to the side to start to encourage pivoting to the side, which is the very, very first step of crawling. And remember to go to both sides. And then when your baby is ready to start crawling, you can start to practice some kneeling kinds of positions. So one of the first ways to do this could be over a breastfeeding pillow or a boppy pillow. I don't have one of those with me today, so I've just got a rolled up blanket. But getting your baby into a kneeling kind of position over the pillow. You can also use a pillow from the couch. These are nice because they're nice and firm. Again, getting your baby in a kneeling position. This is a little bit high for Otis. And it's really important that you get some weight bearing from the baby's hips down to their knees. So this actually helps to deepen and develop the sockets of the hips. So your baby might need a little bit of support behind their knees to keep their knees tucked to get that weight bearing through their upper legs. And then you can also use the bottom step. I've got a block here that we'll use to simulate the bottom step. And again, you can get your baby in a kneeling position against the bottom step. So these are some positions that you can use to help your baby crawl. If you do have any other questions or any concerns, please feel free to reach out to either myself or to Jordan, our other physiotherapist here at the centre, and we'd be very happy to answer any of your questions.